Street profile. Gotta fix the curtain. It's open. Nobody's here yet, so haven't even eaten yet. Meditate. I had to run out. Stuff will be arriving here on the 7th. Not that it really matters. Not to say it doesn't. You know how I told y'all they took our truths, well, the Earth's truths, and there's not one person unscathed, and they turn it into myth, legend, stories. They make role games, board games, role games. worst part of it is they believe they know what they're doing. And they've been shown plenty more than you will ever be shown. Because you don't want to do the work that I've insisted upon. Or I've asked, required of you. And who remembers me talking about the glass that's found all over Earth? About weapons that were utilized. Now, how we fell. The only reason why it hasn't happened yet, there is interference, bigger than you can even understand. Because a lot of you can't even understand the simplest, the most marginal of things. They have conscripted you to a phenomenon, a social experiment, through media, Hollywood, whatever you want to call it, magazines, comics, utilizing their artists or renditions to take that which once stood and make it all a ploy, a game. The most important thing I told you, the two most important things, the most powerful weapons is weapons, or most powerful things is time and patience. The other one is you're more powerful than you can even conceptualize, conceive. And you've done nothing to walk in that light. Nothing. I would have felt it. You have done nothing. Except for one. Some of you believe having some little bit of knowledge is enough to get you over the hump, to get you by. Does that sound like that's sensible? There are many people who argue, and they don't even know why they argue. You know that old saying, never look a gift horse in the mouth and then kick him? Well, the gift horse didn't come to kick back. It came to carry a message. And to leave it from the sender to that which is delivered. That's why it's called a gift horse. Most people never recognize a gift horse. Well, the glass, because all of a sudden they want to start being honest about some things, and there's some independent diggers who are finding these, what can only happen from a weapon that causes severe destruction. I told y'all the Serengeti and all that, that sand is not indigenous to those land masses. And nobody wants to listen. And under there, besides grand cities, many places broken up, is what they call atomic sheet glass. Thick. It's all over here. The original Stonehenge is here. The original one is here in the Americas. Yet you stubbornly insist to stay where you're at and do the things, the perilous things that you believe is meaningful, and yet you believe you have time to accomplish those medial little tasks that are unimportant. You think you know the big picture. The problem is, absolutely none of you are thinking. I feel doom. I feel pain for a lot of you. You really think you know? Y'all don't know nothing. I've been reading because I've been attempting to get you to put the pieces together, to look deep within inside yourselves. And you have yet to do that. At all. You just don't get it. You've even been allowed to see little things, and you ignored it because of your complacency. You ever heard of the word Athera? It's been pronounced thousands of different ways. They still have in Google that Amerigo Vespucci, this land is named after, to which is a lie. You know what happened to him, right? He always knew about this land. He is not the character or the individual they made him out to be. He didn't come here to conquer. He came to see what has been prolificated and what has happened, what can be saved. There are a number of them that came here to see what happened after the destruction, after the Great War. I told you the moon is pockmarked with war, and you ignore that. I read Atlantis. I want to read the next one with several books just to illuminate a little further light. These individuals, and they believe in what they've been grafted into, and they've accepted that they met the prime source. The things. It's easy for a gnat to hide from you. Something that small and insignificant, it's easy for a hairy beast to walk amongst you and hide. To show you, do you think you know that you can see? Beast, you know, I'm just tempering that word because that's the only word you know. All the commentators with their little antics and this and that, as if it means something. Words don't mean nothing. Action does. Action is exemplary, the Machiavelli of truth. Yet, you all, remember I did this? The worst thing that we have is this. Y'all don't get it. You think you understand. You think you know. I always said that if you have a religion, if you live by it 110%, you will relinquish yourself from a lot of varieties of dumbitude. Where you'll stop becoming and being a bandwagon layer. You will start seeing something else. Yet, I am dismissive because I also know that it colludes to a collusion of cloudiness and takes something that they want you to believe is real and it assimilates to folklore, because I'm watching people dismiss religion without no knowledge of it. And the individuals would have you believe they know everything and they literally don't know nothing. I prefer y'all be steeped in a religion, but walking in the light, allowing yourself to see things without being harsh on it. I'm not harsh on religion. I'm saddened about how they conscripted it and how they blinded everybody and made it a burden. And those who are drafted in used it as a toxic weapon. The very ones who dress up and ordain themselves in costumes prolificated never for them. Who remembers about 2 months ago when I asked y'all, do y'all know the name of this land or the countries within it? And I expressed it. And the Mongolians aren't even aware that, man, they're our kinfolk. They're Tartarians. Yet they were not of this soil. They were never meant to be on this parcel of land. Visitors, yes. Never a gypsy, an Ashkenaz. Word. And yet they're very arduous. And they're low numbers, not to realize that they're the slaves. Who would be put on their so-called lands in dust bowls? The worst conditions. Except for maybe one or two so-called their tribes, who were actually are round-eyed and very dark. Regardless of their mixing with the Ashkenaz, different mixed breeds. We are actually the last original people in the Americas, even the Africans. There's only certain tribes over there who have not been tormented and dealt with wrongfully by their so-called leaders and for things permitted by outside litigators of perverse natures. Are y'all aware that they took, I'm not going to tell you, and it's been done numerous times, took children from this land, we're talking teenagers, over there, Europe, and they would take them to those who you could consider the Neanderthals, and they thrust them upon them, and they would see if they would eat them alive. This is drawn pictures and recorded videos, plenty, literally. The shores, when they came upon them, the enemy, they wanted to see if we were still godlike. I'm just using that word because it's the word you understand. And once they saw some of our people fall, they were given a whole bunch of hell in loose terms. And a lot of them destroyed, many more ships came. But they knew the only way to fall a society was to take children and steal the women and raise up a band of their own with the same prowess, energy, focus, but in a very intrepid, death throw kind of way. And then write a new lie to cover their tracks. You see, in France, they're burning one of the greatest and grandest of the Tartarian buildings, right? Who do you think was capable of doing that? You think somebody with a Molotov cocktail was able to do that? Oh, they want a world war. And we have these fools that came across the border, and if they were smart, they would run. And yet y'all still choose not to come together. I yearn and I hurt for y'all. Your excuses are the worst I have ever heard. Pathetic. I'm getting ready to eat and have a glass of wine. It should be coming in about 30 minutes. And after that, while they're here, I'm probably going to come on. I got my laptop and I'm going to bring it closer to me. And I'm going to go live. I might introduce them. Well, one. The other one I definitely cannot. It's very disturbing when I feel something like this. I meditated. I even went and grounded again. I talked to the HVAC guy because I went to Apex to learn about air conditioning refrigeration. I had to have back surgery and I went outside, got knee surgery and stuff because bodies break down when you push them. Especially when you're unaware. You know things, but you're unaware. I don't know everything, trust me. I don't profess to be doing my best. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And I fight it though. I love the toys. I enjoy the camaraderie. It's just so surface level. It's not deep. I feel perversions all the time. All the time. You know what it's like to walk by somebody and get a whiff and know that they've done something bad? Or to know when somebody's looking right at you and they turn around and they go, because unbeknownst to them, you've known every time that you move, they've looked at you. Because they're attempting to figure something out, because they felt something. Do you have any idea? I doubt it. And I'm not a very doubtful individual, right? I tell you that you're sentient. There's only man and woman. Woman because she carries the womb. She is the tool, the vice, the vessel that allows the power to come through. She can hold and harness it. Well, the power is the power itself in him. I think you're still too stuck in the world they've created. War is upon you. And even they're idiots in costumes. Even upon them. And they believe they're the war makers, heartbreakers, life takers. That's stupid. Oh, Lord. You know what's the worst thing? When you're always attempting to compare yourself to other people instead of being who you're supposed to be. I can call 4 or 5 of you out right now, just on GP, and show you where you've attempted to compare yourself to others, even when you have no recollection or may even denounce that easily. I don't have to go to the memes or the information shared. Some of you are here with bad intentions and playing a role. Stupid. The dumbest thing I've come across in this lifetime. Just complete foolishness. I even had somebody who was smart. Let me say, word smart don't really mean what people think it is. Who's intelligent enough or intellectually self-resilient. They say, why are they shadow banning you so bad? I said, stop saying shadow ban. Stop giving that dumb foolishness power. If you want to see what I've got to say, you can always come and see. I'm always going to have something to extrapolate upon. You have choices. Their choices are not your choices. Yet you lean on their powers, which is no power at all. That's how deeply fooled you've been. What do they say when they put the mouse in the maze that does not want to jump out the maze? Orlando Brown, I want y'all to Google his family. Tell me what you find. Don't tell me about TikTok and all that. I'm done with all that. You know what? I don't care. They got all the information. I went on there, and many people started following me. Yet, now they've seen the error or some mistakes they've made. But they can use that as a weapon. So I'm choosing to get rid of that account. Completely delete it like the last one. I meditated on it. A lot of things I made complete decisions upon. This time when I get rid of Facebook, I'll be getting rid of Instagram along with it. I mean, it's Messenger. I don't think y'all get how serious it is because you're so Hollywood. Oh, it's real. And they've been waving that little wand around and mental. And they've got y'all. Y'all can't put down Facebook. I see some people on Facebook. I make a post and it's shared from Instagram to Facebook. And then when I go over because somebody comments, I said, let me read the comment. And I have the notifications. I didn't even turn them off here. And I see like 40 and 50. I was like, what, are y'all okay? Are y'all still attempting to prove something on a platform created by the government, by the military industrial complex? Are y'all that stupid? Y'all are so lazy that you just play with this radiation device. Okay? Play with the radiation device and not know how to put it down. I guarantee you not one of you could put away any of those platforms for 6 months. Unless they was to enslave you, put you on lockup because you made a poor decision. No, they just decided to come at you and lock you up and make up some stuff anyway. And you allow them to lock you up because you're very docile. You're afraid of dying. Whatever that is. I don't know what that means, but you're afraid of that. There's an enemy older than you think. Betrayed his kinfolk. And they walk around dumb. Problem is, he made a grand mistake. It made a grand mistake. And there is something greater. But y'all just don't get it. Because you refuse. Y'all refuse to adapt to who you really are. I had to fight what I really wanted to say. You're gonna learn. You're gonna learn. And it's gonna be far too late. And on the next trip around, maybe you'll be taunted, abused, and murdered as a child to come back again and make it to an adult. Maybe he part of the faction. Who knows? Or maybe be on the farm. Our beloved sister who created Matrix, those batteries, she didn't just come up with that and invent that idea. That's not a first. Hell, it exists now. You just haven't been paying attention. So I'm gonna sign off. They should be here. About 3. Wine is chilled. Our daily bread. Oh, walk righteous, I tell you. I didn't say walk in religion. And we'll be on the read. I'm going to read a little bit. I got a book I want to read to you guys. I'm holding it off. This one will shake a handful of you up really good. But I need baby steps. Baby steps. So you go off in that little world you are in, you occupy yourself with, and you continue to make the wrong choices. Okay? Some people this will resound with, and others you'll be very dismissive. Oh, well. Oh, I had the feeling. The feeling's gone. You might think that it's still there. No. I don't have to convince myself to say what I need to say. Do I yearn? Do I hurt for it? Yeah. because I can't believe those who are supposed to be the brightest light are so stupid. That's a gut punch. I'm gonna say hi to everybody and I'm gonna get the hell off here. Get everything situated. These are the little. Yeah, I went over there and he picked me up. I got 20 of them, so they're cheap. But they break easy. Rondo, what's up, beloved? You gotta come on through, brother. Gotta come on through, beloved. Aletha, hey. Mitch, what's going on? Original Lone Wolf. What's up, man? West Side. Yeah. I made the mistake. Oklahoma. That's who you are now. 12. Remember that number 12. All right, OC. Peace be upon you, brother. Pat, what's going on, beloved? Scott. Number love. So I just want you guys to, you don't have to share this. You don't have to donate. I could buy 1,000 books if I wanted to. I was asking because I wanted to see what you was up, if you were up to it. Anyway, I'll see y'all here in a little bit. Oh, my boy went this morning to Atlanta Wings, West Side. This is Atlanta Wings. Over in Flagstaff. The best damn chicken wings in all of Arizona. Just like the ones in ATL. And that's waiting for them. Love you guys. Beloved sisters. My brothers. And to the brother, if you came in here, forgive me for believing you were a female. My mistake. Gratuity and grace.